Yo, 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 yo. Look at it. Everybody, look at it. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer. Still in this bitch. Cause I had a crazy ass title, but I changed it. Oh wait, you can't even see it. No previews allowed. Hold up, let me make this right. Let me make this right. Yo, I'm here by myself in my own little matrix. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer. Yeah, I know I need to speak up a little bit. I had my volume higher than the voices. What's up, Peter? You guys coming for the alpha? You guys are just coming to learn what I know. I'll be hitting the buff go. Give me a second. People just coming to the stream to see how it's going. So I hope everybody around the world is having a great day, wherever you are. And hit the buff go. Where did it go? Yes, sir. What up, Craig Crypto? Good morning. Good morning. Nice. All right. So right now we're looking at the hourly on the Zen chart. Let's go ahead and go back to the day. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ. I make the beats. I got a site. You can check me out. Sometimes I DJ. Lately I've been DJing on YouTube for the Zenians that are left. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. But yeah, I be DJing on YouTube, playing some beats. So make sure you go to the website if you're into music. That's what I do. But at the same time, I'm a DJ and producer that loves crypto. I've been said this, but I might need to remind people. Because I might have lost myself a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that I lost myself. Obviously, I am still me, bruh. I live in the reality. Got cool friends, got cool shit going on. But the Zen is intriguing. So I started talking about it about a year ago. I was talking about it in telegrams because I was trying to understand really what it is, right? That's the craziest part about Zen. It doesn't really have an identity. It started as everyone asked me to make a coin, and I'm really believing that now. I was hinting at this like a couple days ago, or maybe last week, where I was like, man, like before solXEN came out, I was trying to understand, guys. I was like, yo, what are we doing here? Because I keep saying, I don't understand why this is going down. I had already, you guys know, if you've been following the channel, you've been had the flag. I don't just say shit. Like I was telling you, like, yo, if there's no X1 chain by May 28th, it's going to dump. And it slowly died all the way there. Now, the best thing is that we don't have what's going on before. So we're still in a good place, even though this is a weird area. Now, once upon a time ago, Zen had a pump and then it dumped, right? And this pump was created because of DBZen. Now, what's crazy is again, I've been researching Zen, so everything is coming into reality for me, especially today. I always talk about this on the channel where I'm like, yo, every day is a new day of research in the Zen world because it's true fair principles. And the fair principles lie in the user more than it does the product. Product being Zen. Thankfully, Zen is created for like-minded individuals. So thankfully, I know others are out there with the same mindset as me, right? So this is really, really cool because, again, I don't know what the fuck is going on. The most quantum thing out right now is Zen because no one knows what's happening. Multiple groups came together to bring this to life. But the craziest part of the whole thing is Zen, to get this to come to life, 2022, was that the influencers that pushed it had an agenda. They knew what was going to happen. They put everybody in a row, and then they sent us to the slaughterhouse. And it was really on you to understand like what's going on here. Now, again, I like Zen because what's going on here for me, right, as crypto bruh, why do you like Zen? The supply and distribution model of Zen is something I've never seen before, right? It could always come out, but I've never seen anyone jump on it and actually make sense of an 8-year distribution, which actually makes some goddamn sense. So maybe the 8-year distribution is too long, but the length of it is what creates the ambiguity for people to possibly see a really cool token, right? So that's one reason why I like this, the distribution, 8-year distribution cycle. Another reason I really like Zen is the fact that the supply is reduced. The supply is going to be reduced. So it's hyperinflating now and moving its way to a disinflationary state that could show up earlier if there's some speculation, which I am now like, damn, there's all these people who've been speculating, and I've been speculating behind them. Granted, I might have a little bit of my hands in the sand because, yeah, I guess I decided to make the YouTube. Anyone could have made the YouTube. You can still make the YouTube. Someone else will probably make the YouTube. Like, if this turns around, we're going to see the YouTubes. So I'm not like tripping on that ideology. And I don't think anyone should try to apply that to this as well for the community's sake, right? And this is like, because we're here today. We're at the all-time low of Zen. This is the lowest price it's been. It could reverse right now because, again, there's a lot of disinflationary factors that are at hand, and people are leaving their coins behind, which is fine. That's why I was like, yo, this is fine. Let's talk about why we're here today, right? So again, in 2022, Zen was created. Jack Levin did it because everyone kept asking him to. He like went on stream with Richard Hart because the Hexicans needed content. Like I'm seeing this now in Solana, like the book, whatever that little clique is, they're cool, whatever, you know, they're entertaining. I think of it as like reality TV. Like the people who want to eat that shit up, they'll eat it up. And that's why they got 400 people that sit there, because they got 400 people they found to eat it up. But they do need substance. You have to keep those people intrigued, entertained. You know, like me, I'm a nerd, bro. I'm in this motherfucker 500%. Like there's no time for the bullshit. It's just let's get to the work, or let's get to the area where the most work is needed. Right. And Zen, the most work is needed in articulating how it really works, because there's the people who don't know how it works they're much louder. And that's because, again, it's easy to say all the bad things because it's harder to understand how it works. So you just regurgitate things that you've had in your past and bring it to the future. So we got the same shit, man. As a real Zenian that's in the quantum world, I saw this happen. I said this one time on Kindness Stream too, to anybody out there that did not catch it. I said every single green candle on the Zen chart is a research moment, because that was the narrative coming into play. And up until, I would say, Zen, think about crypto in 22, 21, 2019, right? Those 4 years of crypto was narrative driven. No one was trying to build something that did not use the Ethereum, right? Like, it wasn't like you go and build something, bro. Like, we lived in an era where there was nothing to build but value for Ethereum. So people were doing that, right? ETH went to proof of stake. Zen made it deflationary because there was an actual reason to spend Ethereum. There was no reason to do that before. No reason. Maybe you would grab some ETH, stake it or some shit, but you're not moving it. NFTs was like the closest thing we got to actual people moving coins or moving tokens, right? Like an NFT is still a token at the end of the day, ERC 721, right? So you're moving something, keeping the network rich, allowing the validators to secure something, right? Right? Like a blockchain has to have a security piece to it so that people give a damn, right? Like that's in the Bitcoin white paper. Actually, let's bring that up because that's the best one out. That's the real Bible. Some might get out of Zen, EVMOS, and Base, etc. I saw that. I got to look into that, but I did see that EVMOS might have blocked the NFTs, and that would be kind of crazy. That would be really crazy. What up, Crypto Depot? What up, Chris? Hey, I saw that you made mining harder than the price increased. We can expect something on Solana. Yeah. That's what I mean, though. Like, so in the Zen world, Zen is Bitcoin on Ethereum. And one of the craziest things in the Bitcoin white paper is number 6, which is incentive. And I keep telling people, yo, honestly, the Bitcoin white paper is religion. Because if you want to make a cryptocurrency and you want it to be successful, you need to follow this shit step by step, right? And each piece, it tells you why the blockchain is valuable, right? Without Bitcoin being, in my opinion, again, number 3 is what makes Bitcoin valuable, the timestamp server, because the older, or how do you say this? The early blocks are the most valuable. And it wouldn't be identifiable if we didn't know when the block was created. So that linear collaboration of digital and physical is why Bitcoin is expensive, because no one can remove that shit from Bitcoin. You can't, unless you go in time and stop Satoshi from deploying it, you can't ever tell anyone today that the Bitcoin that they own isn't theirs, or you know what I mean? Like, because it's a piece of reality. It's got a timestamp on it. Someone will always be able to reference the hash. They will always be able to. You got to remove the hash from the Sims right now. You got to come through and steal the whole thing, which is impossible. And that's why we love it, right? And then proof of work, right? It builds it all into one little block. You got the transaction happening between 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? They send the hashes, you know what I'm saying, to the blockchain. The blockchain grabs the hash, adds it, puts a time. Oh, we got it. Confirm. And then bam, it goes into the block. Why the fuck is this shit so hard for people to understand? Like, bruh, this shit is so funny to me. Motherfuckers are so far from the root in crypto. You could just go read the Bitcoin white paper to refresh your ass on what it even means to be peer-to-peer. This is the first thing. This is the most abstract reality that some person made up. And again, in Zen, we have timestamps in the community. They might not be so loud, but that's why the real Zenian has stayed around. That's why these pumps can happen, because there are real people who really believe that when, I mean, I'm not waiting for X1 chain, but I know when it comes out, everybody gonna jump the fuck in, which is so funny to me now, because I'm like, damn, like you really do got to sell your Zen, because picking it up off the floor would be the smartest reason, or that would be the smartest thing. And give kudos to Trevon, because he actually said this, like, why wouldn't you just sell it and just let it go down? You know what I mean? So it's true. It's like, why wouldn't you just sell it and let it go down? But the culture, I guess, is like what prevents it from going to 0, right? And these green candles are the culture in Zen. It's like you got to remove all culture pieces in order for it to continue down. And, you know, like though that is like where I'm at with it, where it's like hard to quit Zen, because you know that shit happens every single time, right? This is the first culture candle. What happened was when Zen went down, people were making money off of swinging it daily. So if we go to the daily on Zen and zoom out, you'll see the first 2 days were all down, right? Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? And then out of nowhere, there was a green candle. And it's like, wait, what's that? You know? So when this green candle happened, it was because the pools offset. There wasn't enough Zen being made and sold, and then people were trying to buy it because they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how to mint it, right? I was minting Zen on day one, but I didn't get like cooking with Zen until maybe like 20 days later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably right over here when Zen started to make sense to me. But this whole time it was going down, I was learning about it, right? So the going down theory is really dope. But this part where Zen has that tiny bit of life, or as I'm saying, culture, this is where people notice that the pool could be pumped. But like, if you're still learning about it and you're not focused on like liquidity pools, like me, like I'm technical. I liked, again, the supply and distribution of Zen and how technical hard that was. Like, oh wow, you make this hard asset, you wait 400 days and bam, out comes some Zen for in fractions of your Ethereum, right? So I'm like, yo, this is dope. And this is before I knew about quantum inflation, right? You know, like or inflation in fractions, which is out of my mind type shit. But like, yeah, you can definitely change narratives in real time. So you'll see here, this pattern shows up where people are pumping it, dumping it, pumping it. And now we've like figured out like, okay, Zen is something that can be moved, but you need a lot of it. Right? So when we get to this part right here, because this right here, this is like this pump again, it's a FTX. Everybody realized like the gas is going to play with the way that the token is distributed. So you might want to get a lot of it. But again, it's early, so people do have a lot of it. So they're like, yo, we're going to sell this shit down. So they sell it down, and then it starts to find community because it found culture, right? And the gas, that is one of the hardest features of Zen. If gas goes up, it's tied to the congestion of the chain. So people have to stop making it. Or they can, you know, they're gambling on the idea of like, am I in profit if I mint it at 19 Gwei rather than just waiting, you know, waiting for everyone to sell? That's basically what happened. For everyone to sell 2 years ago, you're buying Zen on the floor right now. You get me? So this is what's crazy about being in the hurricane. I'm not even realizing this shit. I'm actually just studying it, getting more into the community, learning about Zen, seeing the culture happen. Here's another culture pump. This is xeNFTs being released. People talking about it. Hey, maybe burning Zen, right? Burning Zen will pump the price. So we already had gas, and then we had it can maybe work, and then we had burning, and then of course, didn't nobody burn enough? Like no one understood this shit. So it blah, 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 it goes back down, and then we get here. Now in this area where Zen was going down the most, between January or December 2022 and March 23. In this moment, this is again where the community was being built. So downtrends build communities. Now, what we were looking at was this RSI, because the RSI was going crazy. It was going up, right? Because again, it's a fair launch. So the coin started at 0 and people bought them. So like, you know, you had to get to a point where there was actually a change of hands. You know, like people with more coins are coming to the DEX and they're going to sell them to the people who want them. They're going to exchange the hands, right? So it's going to go from over sold to possibly overbought, where people were buying too much of it, right? So it did that. What was the catalyst of that? It was DB Zen. And that really built a Zen community. I mean, it still was two-sided, though. I would say it was two-sided because people blame P.o.P for the dump here. But again, Zen is about first principles. I made a P.o.P post on the day because I was so Zen'd out that I was like, I'm not fucking with P.o.P. Like, we going fair principles. Boy, oh boy, was I in for a wake-up call. Because, yeah, everybody sold their fucking Zen and their DB Zen. And I was just standing there like, yo, I thought we were building community, right? So what's so funny about this whole thing, because now we're in 2024. We're in May 30th, 2024. So in 23, we saw it happen. What happens when gas goes up, low supply, and adapt on Zen? Moon. This is like 1,000% rise. But what happens when nothing else? No X1 chain, no community, right? It goes this, it does this. This is what it's supposed to do. Now, again, there's some culture pumps in here you could think about, but it also proves like a lot of people are waiting for X1 chain. Now, I don't know why they're doing this, because it just sounds so crazy, right? It's like, wow, people are just selling this coin down and they're just waiting for this blockchain. Like, is the blockchain going to be like amazing? Like what? Like everyone's saying they're going to come back though and get their coins when the blockchain releases. Like what is X1 chain? So I'm starting to almost realize, like, if you guys see what I'm saying, like Zen started because people asked for it, and then they got all these plugins because people wanted it, and then all of these influencers, they influenced and they brought people in. And then it created its own culture. Like it's creating its own beat. And what's wild about that is that anybody can buy it on the floor right now. If you're a VC, if you're a whale, because it's you. No one trusts it. You know, the longer there's no X1 chain, the longer there's no trust, which means that the better the price gets for X1 chain. Which is crazy. I'm not telling you to buy it because I'm not going to be buying this shit. I'm minting. I'm a Zen minter. All right. I get to mint some Zen and pray that gas is on my side and I get a little bit of coins in my wallet. Like I bought some, but that might have been my last buy at 24 in the 6. And that was just because it was in the spirit of me. I was like, in the spirit of the chart, I'm going to buy if it hits this level that I predicted. But I think at this learning pivot of like my crypto journey, really, that was a self-signal, a self-flag, like, yo, maybe community is something that isn't trustable in the sense of trustless. And if we really are headed towards a future of a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that's outside of the realm of Bitcoin, and trust is needed, right? You still, like, it's just trustless, but you need a little trust so that you know that shit is not just gonna fucking rug. Like I'm on Solana right now and got rugged by Rich the Kid. Like I like this. I like this music. I mean, it's not the hottest shit. I knew that. That's why I was like, hey, I'm trying to rug your fans. And then he rugged me. That's a Dave Chappelle skit right there. And then I got rugged. But it's whatever. I didn't put in more than I can afford to lose. So that's what I mean. You can't even trust celebrity. People are building that shit in right now. Like, you got the Iggy coin that's coming out. I saw a Davido coin. I heard other people are trying to come to Solana now and make coins. So trust is built totally different in crypto when it really does come down to it. And Zen, again, has the no trust value. And I think that shit is real value. So I'm going to keep waiting for everybody to continue, to dump their Zen in the no trust zone. I wish I would have put that instead, but I do have a flag here in August, and this one I had put out because I was saying to myself, if we got an X1 chain in May, I don't expect people to be horny for Zen, because I was already feeling this. I was like, yo, people are sad and trash. I do not trust them. I trust the Zen community, not people. And now I'm like, damn, I can't even trust the Zen community. Like, what the fuck? How did this happen, right? So what's funny, though, again, being in the non-trustless world, don't trust nobody. I had already thought, though, maybe it would recover once everybody is back on trust, because trust is what pumps the chart. Trust is really what pumps charts. You trust that is going to go the other direction. You use all these other lines and shit to give yourself a good prediction of it. But in factual world, because we're all going to die one day, right? We can't keep these coins. We're going to leave them behind. We're going to leave these chains behind. They're going to outlive us. So in factual world, you really can't push what direction this stuff is going. Like, it's going to go wherever it wants to go. All you can do today is trust in the technology and in the code, and continue to believe that the code is what's gonna change trust, because I don't think it's gonna be any brand, right? I mean, Zen has an opportunity and it still will, and I think Jack Levin and Fair Crypto, obviously, because I'm still in the game. Like, I haven't fallen off yet. I've played every single Fair Crypto DApp, and Zen is still that's the legacy one. Like, that is the one. But I can understand why it's working the way it's working, being on the journey, because this is one of the best ways to give the coin away. Let everybody make it and just fuck the price up, and we'll see if they catch on that they don't have to do it. And like that dude, because whenever X1 chain comes out, they're all gonna show up again. And I'm like, damn, like, what is this elite information I'm learning? Right? Like, it just needed time and a really trustable guy. This same thing probably happened with Hex, but it's hard to trust Richard Hart, and that's why Pulse Chain is hard to get going, if you see what I'm saying now. And then Solana has all these like goobers. Not to say you're a goober, but like, if you're really, really deep in Solana, like, that's why they're feeding pop culture, because pop culture feeds itself, and that's going to keep the validators running. That's going to keep, you know, Solana spinning, and it won't get stuck, and it's good for validators, and that's what I mean. Like, crypto is all about L1s. It ain't about our tokens. It's not about our ideology. It's about how many transactions are hitting the nodes to make people money, right? And all of these coins that we try to get ourselves into and be early to, they're just another slot machine to spin. And that's why, I am super excited for SolXEN, knowing that it is a Fair Crypto project focused on reprioritizing block space, focused on allowing people to create self-custody and design their own narratives. I think that this is a really good example of how programs can become something in the future, right? There's a lot of different ways I think you can take this idea and make it your own. Now, like, you yourself are still gonna have to go out there and do some fucking work. Like, you're gonna need to get a badge of some sort to represent yourself. You're gonna need to do that. Like, if you want to join a community, I do believe Zen World is still epic, and I know that there's some awesome community members still floating around. They're playing on Solana now. Some would say, hey, fuck Solana. I still think Solana is a pretty nice blockchain. I'm having fun how do I say this? Like, on Ethereum, it's tight, but it's so every day, like, the same thing. Like, it's the same thing. Oh, here go the gas. Let me go check the gas, because that dictates how much I spend, right? So, like, if it's a low gas day, I'm turned. If it's a whatever gas day, I'm trying to figure it out, right? And then that's what I'm saying. And then if I want to go get into Ethereum, my best bet is to do a layer 2. But then I got to go figure it out. Like, well, where's the layer 2 at? Who do I really fucks with? You know, should I fucks with one that does ETH, or should I turn my Ethereum into Avalanche? Should I turn it into Pulse Chain? You feel me? So Ethereum's low gas outlet was cool. Like, I'll give it to you. The layer 2s is a good idea. But being in Solana for a month, people do not give a fuck about your ideology. Like, they don't give a fuck that you've put money behind Ethereum. They don't care that Eve been here. They see it as like, get that boomer out of here. And who would have ever thought you would have lived through the era when they called Ethereum a boomer, bro? Like, what? This shit birthed everything. But what happened as well? We found out that Satoshi said Bitcoin cannot have computation outside of peer-to-peer exchange. We just found that shit out. Like, for real. Taproot, Bitcoin ordinals, that was last summer. We just found out that they could have done this in 2013, but they didn't want to, you know, make the noise or put extra gossip within the nodes, because they focus so hard. You know, there's a goal here: peer-to-peer electronic cash system, not peer-to-peer computer electronic cash system, not peer-to-peer DeFi You feel me? It just that's all it is. So like, that's the funniest part about the whole space right now is we're so far away from the beginning that people are creating their own narratives, and that's why I feel like Zen on Ethereum, on all the EVMs, basically, it's probably gonna keep going down, right? But eventually it'll reach its bottom, and it will be known as the like coin that's the lowest. Does it live that narrative? I don't think so. I think X1 chain, everyone's waiting for it, so they're gonna come back and pick up their coins, and that's what blows my mind. It's like, wow, what a design. Let them make it, let them dump it, they'll be back, they'll buy them. And then it's the person that's playing the cat and mouse game of when should I get in? That speculator is keeping the coins moving, right? But if everyone just got out and just let it die until X1 chain, that moment is the bottom of Zen. Because everybody's saying it. It's so crazy. I'm like, damn, it's what a design. Like, if they really made this up, what a design. Like, whoever made this up, like, shout outs to you. It might be God. I don't know if it's Jack Levin. I don't know if we can give him that much credit for it. If Jack's in the chat, oh well, bro. You had the you were blessed with the brain to bring it to reality. But yo, because somebody else could make a blockchain too. Or there could be a new coin that shows up. And somebody please give it to me. Like, I would love to see the new coin that's not a shit coin. That's not following today's narrative of how they distribute it. Oh, we just gonna get Rich the Kid. We're gonna get Iggy to put some stickers on her ass. They're gonna buy it. Right? Like I mean, I just keep saying it, but the market caps, they all tell the story. They all tell the story. Everybody in crypto poor. You might as well, you better off becoming a doctor right now, bro, than trying to fuck around in crypto. Like, you're better off going to school again for computer science and maybe getting a bachelor's in the next 4 years than fucking with crypto right now. Like, if you're not fucking with crypto to be an elite validator, just do something else or be really good at finding gems. Like, I should see people start disappearing now. That's how I'm starting to think about it. I'm like, yo, going forward in Zen world, I'll probably start seeing users like come and go. Oh shit, like we're seeing right now. And that's going to be a normal behavior because the technology advances and some people just get left behind and like the rocket keep going and shit. And then you're just like, damn, like this used to be a pool of like 300, 400, 1,000 people. And now it's just like a small little jet of like 20 people. Right. I think also that is also the best way to reduce the fat. Think of like Willy Wonka and how they try to reduce the fat, I say, in the golden ticket theory or ideology. Like, somebody wins a ticket so you can limit how many participants there are, right? That game theory is cool, but people can always game how they get the ticket. Like, you see it in Willy Wonka. That's my best, or that's what I really like about Willy Wonka, dog. Like, how they troll human beings of how we get what we want. And the one that's supposed to get it, Charlie, usually doesn't. Or if they do, it's by pure fucking luck. All right. So don't think crypto is not any different than that bullshit. Everybody looking for their fucking golden ticket every single day. They listening to all the blogs. They watching all the YouTubes to try to find that golden ticket. When really you can just, who's got the biggest market cap and how do I get a validator? How many coins do I need? What are y'all doing to make sure these coins stay high? Damn, look at the 24-hour volume on BNB versus Solana, bro. Damn. What's this? First digital USD. Look at Pepe on a damn Pepe 1 billion behind 24-hour volume on Solana. So is that what I'm supposed to buy? I'm supposed to buy Pepe. That's where y'all leading me? Fucking caveman. So this is how I feel like. I feel like when the person who found fire, like, I don't think fire was just given to everybody. Like that whole Prometheus thing. I don't think he gave it to everybody. I think he had it for a little bit and figured out how to do some extra shit with it. Cause there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Everybody would have died. They would have burned themselves alive if you would have gave him fire. Yo, this shit gives you heat. sleep next to it, and they just fucking catch on fire and shit. There ain't no way they just gave fire to everybody once they found it. So I'm thinking the same thing in crypto right now. Like, if you're gonna give me some fire, you're gonna give me P.o.P, right? 24-hour trading volume. I need one that's gonna get me rich. I need my golden ticket. P.o.P, yo. Hey, go out and buy some dogwood hat. Dogwood hat is your golden ticket. Bonk. Floki. World coin. Like, literally guinea pig shit. BNB for sure. What's not coin? I think this is I think I know who this one is. Hey, get a sweet Lita. What up, y'all? What up, Lita? What up, Dioshland? I predict X1 second quarter of 25. What up, Mercer? What up, Willis? Hopium sniffers. The ticker is Bitcoin and the dollar is 10. Everybody gonna try to find some hopium, bro. What's up, Obi-Wan Zenobi? Oh, I need to check my DMs. All right, I'm gonna check them. What up, Clay? What did it do? I'm just saying what's up to the chat because I just been fucking ranting this whole time to the hopium addicts looking for some hopium. What the fuck is this? Let's go to the website. Let's see if we can find a gym that's not Zen. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. I didn't drink my coffee real quick. Man, I think I got this shit figured out. Sell it all. I should have been saying this before, but what was there else to do? And look how much fun I've had on the ride. What I mean by that is, like, my xeNFTs account, epic. So that's dope. And I can mine GPU or proof of work now, which was the goal to begin with. Like, I got into crypto because of that. Like, I like Bitcoin because people can secure the network. I like the incentive part. It's my favorite part, number 6. Right? By conviction, the first transaction in the block is a special transaction that starts a new coin owned by a creator of the block. Ooh, look at that. It's a special transaction. Satoshi wrote that. This adds incentive for nodes to support the network and provide ways to intentionally distribute coins into circulation, since there is no central authority to issue them. Wow. It's right there, bruh. That's every blockchain. Every blockchain tries to do that. The coin part is the part that's mysterious as a motherfucker. You're like, yo, what the fuck am I getting myself into? Or network, like, what network am I putting my node on? Right? I'm level 6, bruh. That's where I am in my crypto journey. I was level 7 when we were doing X1 validator, but I'm pulling back. I need to remind myself why the fuck I'm here before I go and reclaim some disk space, aka buy more material to keep my X1 node nice and beefy, right? I'll wait a little bit for that. But yeah, you want to reclaim your disk space. Who's to say that's not? Yo, let's remix this. So there's no incentive right now in Zen. There's no number 6. We got everything. We got network. You know what I'm saying? Proof of work is again, that's time plus native equals coins, right? Timestamp server, that's the amount of days in your term, right? Transactions, they fucking happen on 12 different blockchains on Ethereum. You know, that you can't do it on Bitcoin, but it's a representation. And I'm going backwards, right? The introduction, bitch, it came out in October 2028. I mean, 22. 28 is when it's very low. So yeah, right now in Zen world, we are here at incentive because people don't know why they're doing it anymore. So of course the price is dipping because they don't know why they're doing it. And this is where I think the lowest hanging fruit or the intelligence on this. And if this isn't them, then hey, I need to go and that's what I'm saying. I got to throw the disappearing act right now. I got some shit to do. I can't be here on the YouTube. You can't recreate Zen and be on YouTube. Hell no. You got to go do some shit. You got to go. The world got to see you so you can come back and make Zen. So that's why, again, I'm like, yo, if they're going to drop the ball on this, fuck it. I'm still young. And there's still some young people out there. This is like Rocky. We'll go train the right fighter. We'll go train the right fighter for this one because this is tight. If it takes 2 years and you know it. But yeah, maybe right now I'm giving out the game plan. So it's got to change again. solXEN. So yeah, maybe I'm changing, I'm giving out too much game and proof of work is going to sneak in. So you won't be able to do Zen again. Cause who's going to come and spend their gas on your forever down coin. But yeah, we'll see if they fucking drop the ball. I'm always going to have to say that now. Cause what's so funny is in solXEN, it's actually starting to trade and people are doing the same thing. So in solXEN right now, we have the same exact mannerisms happening, but there's a small community because a lot of Ethereum community didn't come to Solana, right? So right now, everyone is mining solXEN, getting their position, right? Waiting it out. Now, the craziest thing is that when you look at the day, like we still have, we had a green day the first day. So this is already different than Zen, right? Zen on its first day, everybody sold it down. Like they're trading, you would need to have gone again into like an hourly setting on the Zen chart to see trading, but still it would have had this and then a straight down. Here, no one is supplying liquidity, right? So there's 2 Sol and 44 million solXEN. I think some people are being cautious about how they're providing liquidity because they don't want people to buy all of their solXEN, right? Because again, solXEN is proof of work, which means that if you stop mining, you can lose your position because someone now can fill your role, right? So I've been looking at like the number one, like this user they back online now. That's funny. Or is this a different person? No, this has to be the same person. Yeah, this is yesterday, right? 30th? No, that's right now. I wish I could see it from yesterday. That's true. So like one of the accounts they stopped at the very top, and I was like, see, people are gonna try to play this like it's proof of stake, but it's not. It's proof of work on Solana, which means you need to have the bag of Solana in order for you to continue your reign. Like if you want to be the king of the hill of solXEN, it's to the person with the most Solana, because at the end of the day, you can't mine this shit nonstop. I'm mining 2 Solana, and I can only like get so much. Like I don't know what my supply is right now. Obviously, I'm streaming, so I'm not mining because I'm on the computer I do the mining on. I need to set up another environment on another computer so I can mine there, and then I have to mine on this one. That would be cool. That's what I gotta do. But yeah, see, Solana Zen is a whole new introduction to the overall Zen ethos, right? This is the hardest asset of them all next to XENM, right? If you really want the Zen like banger, you need to get some XENM. Like you need to start mining xeNFTs because XENM is the security layer of X1 chain, and it's the only other thing, right? Like that's what I mean. Like people who've been in Zen now for over 2 years, you can go out and try to find something. You could do everything that you used to know, right? You're going to probably get something like this, probably nothing, from Notcoin that has an amazing market cap right now. What's the max on this? Oh, this just came out. That's why. That's funny. Oh, so this just came out. What is it supposed to be, though? Community-driven token aimed to onboarding users into the Web3 space through a tap and earn game. Okay. Oh, it's on Thor. Or I mean, not Thor. Ton. Okay. But do you see the narrative? That shit irks me. Tap to earn game. Like that shit, that's where we are. That's the end game. That's $1 billion. So you mean to tell me that's $1 billion? Like, whoa. Wow, like what the fuck I was like, I might as well just become it's like, yo, I might as well just go to college, like, because I'm not dumb enough for that shit. That's how I feel. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But maybe it is like that, you know? And if it's that way, then everything should be successful, and you should be making a crypto and not buying them. Like, if you're intelligent enough to understand what the fuck is happening here, maybe you should be making cryptocurrencies, right? Or organizing other ones, or organizing Zen, which doesn't need an organizer. And that's kind of why, again, I think it's kind of cool. Like, I think being a part of something that you can root for and it not represent who you are is really awesome. Like, Zen does not represent like my official character. It has a lot of principles that represent who I am. And I think it plays those principles daily, right? It's such a hard reality. Like, it's like a really hard pill to swallow, to know the cryptocurrency industry is down bad. Like, it's like, damn. Like, I went full-time crypto 2 years ago to really see what's behind door number 3. And it's just fucking P.o.Ps and dog coins. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I could have sworn there was a house behind door 3. But in reality, nah, bro, what you mean? This is P.o.Ps and warjacks and dogs, bro. What you mean, bro? Go back to your job. I could laugh at it though, because it's like, it's kind of funny to me to be here now, you know. I'm still very passionate about crypto, and I got the goods. Like, the goods is I need to make my own coins, follow projects that are focused, hyper focused on self-custody, ownership, and getting users involved in using the chain, rather than getting users involved in buying and holding, because that's not really moving coins. That's not moving economies. That's keeping your patrons stationary, which provides them the opportunity to leave, right? And Zen, like I said, is more of a mindset than anything. So your opportunity to leave is always, you're just always going to be thinking about, damn, I really sold my Zen when the RSI was not at high area because I'm a gambler. So you're going to come back and buy the motherfucking coins. Crazy. Man, I can't believe people are going to really do that shit. Hold on. We got to talk about solXEN's liquidity pools, because there's a few that have shown up. Like, this is what I'm saying. When you start seeing probably the potato vampire pool fill up, that's when you know people got solXEN. They got enough and they're giving it out. Because what's going to happen is the arbitrage opportunity between the meme coins and the solXEN. Because XenCat, for instance, is like, it's got a really big market cap still, even though like it's getting thrashed. It's a meme coin, and there's some people on Solana that are betting on the market cap right now, and they're giving it time, as they should. They should give it time, because it's a Zen coin, so people are gonna FOMO in and out. And the best part about it is not really a Zen coin, so you can be in and out of XenCat like a real meme, and I think that's fire. Like, people won't hold it against you for selling XenCat like they would like solXEN or something, you know. Even though that shouldn't be the culture of this, that's how cultures work. Like, they don't want you to sell the coin once you buy it. But in XenCat, why not, right? So theoretically, if more people in XenCat connected to the solXEN pool, people could sell their solXEN for XenCat and then arbitrage the other LP. Right? So solXEN versus XenCat is going down, as it should. People should be selling their solXEN into XenCat and then taking it over to this liquidity pool and selling it down. Like, that's kind of where my assumption is. Like, that's going to just be the alpha for this. Because, unfortunately, like, you know what I'm saying, there's only 30 people watching this shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, eventually, like, if XenCat, which I've heard, has some things in store for their holders, and they have just a Zen, you know, they know what to drive. You know, Jesse dropped this, he knows how to drive it, so he's gonna drive it how he needs to, right? You gotta let him weak hand out. So it's weak handing out on the back of solXEN. And I made a little, you know, I made a little contribution, but I'm going, so I'm gonna have to put him back in. But you know, I made a little contribution of some SolXEN. You know, what I would like to see though is more trading. The volume is just way too low. So if they figure out a way to kind of make something happen between the SolXEN Zencat pair, like maybe they make like a trading bot or something, like something they could do something with it, and then they bring people in with the SolXEN. Maybe I'll provide a little bit more liquidity through here, because I don't mind getting the Zencat and like selling, you know, the Zencat, you know, and the same for like Potato Vampire. But with Potato Vampire, I really care about Potato Vampire, and so does everybody else. And that's why I don't think anyone is giving up their PV tokens yet. Right? Like, we wanted to do this, but the reaction is everybody in SolXEN mining is looking for Solana. So until those miners get flushed out, I'm not going to provide no liquidity type vibe right now. I know others will do it though. That's why I'm saying I don't need to do anything. Like, y'all are going to do it. Like, what the fuck do I need to do? You're going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's a fair launch, man. You do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put up my coins. I worked hard for these. Fuck out of here. If I do, it's going to be through Potato Vampire so we can get some trading volume happening over there. And I'm not done getting my position on Potato Vampire either right now. You know what I'm saying? There's still some coins to be collected. So let them roll, bro. Like I said, I understand now. You let them come and delete or dump all the coins and just pick them up on the bottom. But like, you need to have a reason. Well, you need a goal you're working towards, right? And that goal needs to be bulletproof. I think a blockchain is a really good goal, as well as I think a community of driven individuals is a good goal. Like creating that. Now, can token owners do it? That's on them. You know, that's why I haven't released a coin yet, because I don't know if I'm ready to like release a coin to you savages. It's like, what? You just wreck it on the principle of my clout. Check all your positions. They will fill up. They'll be full of SolXEN right now. Yeah, that's right, but you just nailed it. They want the soul right now. Yeah. Well, because people want to recycle it. So what's gonna happen? The alpha right now in the SolXEN debacle, and why it won't show anymore. It's like, yo, he's going too hard right now. He's letting them know. Like, and that's why I wouldn't buy SolXEN right now. I would really learn how to mine it. Like, just learn how to mine it, because you're gonna have the advantage. So many people are gonna buy it because they don't know how to mine it. Like, everyone is saying that shit. We don't even need to ask people. They're just saying it. Like, I was like, bro, I just asked you if you were mining. You didn't have to tell me you didn't comprehend how to do it. You could have just said no. Like, no. Instead it's like, I couldn't do it because this thing and the error messages. I'm like, damn, man, you sound like somebody who just got a smartphone. You got a flip phone and now you got a smartphone. You can't find your contacts and shit. That's how it sounds to me. But who am I? Being me, motherfucker. What up, Apestronaut? Satoshi Overload. Can you check? Wait, can I check what? Can you check if the beef flap chart good logo? Can you check the beef flaps chart? Not the beef flaps. That sounds super duper sus, my G. What the hell? Not the beef flaps. Hey, if she got beef flaps, you might be like thinking about it, but don't do it. I mean, or don't continue, or whatever you're trying to think. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, maybe the future is looking flappy. If you've seen it once. But I ain't doing no beef flap. That shit, nah, hell nah. You can't look at that. No. But yeah, everybody gonna want the soul, so no one's putting soul in, right? In order for you to pair your Zen, you got to pair it with Solana. And a bunch of Zenians on Solana are like, I'm mining. Like, nah, I'll wait for people to want the product, right? And that's what we're seeing is a one-sided staking happening. A lot of people just doing one-side Sol. I love it though, because it's like all of it's on the shelf. It's there for you if you don't know how to mine it, right? And right now, Jack Levin isn't even talking about it, but they're talking about it on in the camp of Solana, and this is good for Solana, right? Like the one thing that sucks about Zen is that it's on top of a bunch of native coins that have their own agendas. Like every single coin that Zen is on, or every blockchain Zen is on, has an agenda. Like I learned this with the AVAX people because I really tried to join their community when I realized that Zen was best made on their chain because it had the most resistance. Like it's like, oh, this chain has a lot of resistance, supply is going to be low, you guys should get into this. But they had their own agenda. Like they were trying to get their NFTs off the ground, like they're trying to fit in and shit, keep up with the Joneses. Got hit by one inscription wave and RIP avalanche. Like I'm kind of glad I didn't join the crew, because like what a Titanic sink for them, right? So in Solana, to see the CEOs and the developers championing this, why wouldn't it be seen as a lead dApp in Solana? Because it helps Solana. If people are mining SolXEN and they embody it, Solana gets better because there's transactions happening. There's coins moving. There's things going on. Hello. That's the problem with all blockchains. We need developers so people can do bullshit. Like that's every single meetup in a blockchain bull fucking thing. Like either you have the bros on one side trying to get people to pump a fucking frog coin, or you have the nerds on the other side try to get everybody to get behind one sequencer. It's the most dumbest shit I've ever experienced, just being in the middle, bro. Being a Zenian in the middle. Like what the fuck are y'all arguing about? All of this shit sucks. You know, it's like at the end of the day, people are going to pick whatever we give them because we control it. We're the experienced users. What we say goes, right? If look at Elon Musk, he does it right now. Like whatever he says happens on SpaceX, motherfuckers are like, yeah, he must know what he's talking about because he's shooting rockets off. But it's like, nah, he got a whole fucking team building rockets with big degrees. And then Elon just let the regular folk know mission control is doing good. 70 rocket launches. Let's go, you know. But I'm sure he's helping people in the background too, you know, like, but I'm sure that was part of his culture of coming up, was like, you got to help your community, because if they become strong in knowledge, they'll be able to make more community based in knowledge rather than in profit. So that side of the nerd shit works, but it's again the merging of the bros, like of the people who only promote frogs. And then you get Elon on Saturday Night Live, you know, doing a Doge bit, right? Like that's how that came about. So I know for a fact the biggest thing to do is to collaborate with the native coin. And if you can get that collaboration, they're going to bring you to the front because they need products or dApps to move coins. And I mean, once upon a time, Og said this, I rebutted him, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. But he kind of had a point, which was Zen doesn't need users. Like Zen does not need you. It does not need me. It's a product that lives in the net. Like it's going to live its own life with or without you. That's why I said you're going to die one day and it's still going to go. So all the shit you say today does not even matter. It's more about the education to make sure you don't get left behind. And that's what I think people are missing. And that's why now as a future traveler, I'm in the future and I'm looking back and I'm like, yo, if only these people could understand, like the thing holding them back from unlocking the future is the perception of relationship to the past, right? I've never been here before. This is foreign. I don't know any of this stuff. I don't think this is going to help me. Like that ideology is always never going to help you because you just said it. It's not going to help me. Instead of attempting, failing, and watching success, you stop yourself right at the fucking finish line. And for me, I think like, again, Zen is answering that over and over again. It's a daily confirmation that I'm continuing the race and I'm not giving up because there's no reason to. The only reason to give up is because I don't believe in the product that I'm putting my energy towards. That's the only reason to give up, you know. And if it gets harder to make, you know, if the car goes faster and I need to learn some new skills so I can control the jet because we're in jet mode now, fuck it, bring it on. New console, new joystick, who this? That's my mentality, and I'm looking for soldiers trying to run with us. I feel Jack on this one. Like, you got to run with us, because if not, we're going dust mode. So he posted this today. Again, Udi. Remember Udi? This is the guy who helped bring Taproot into inception. There's Casey, who made the code, but Udi was like the mastermind of the rollout. So I like to give Udi just a little bit more credit than Casey, because code is code. It's the person that rolls it out and owner and champions that part that I think is really who's the shapeshifter, because they were able to articulate it to a lot of people to break up the stigma of like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. So Udi, right, Bitcoin Lord, getting tagged by Jack Levin and Totally in the comments, right? The unintentional ARB spam filter, right? So this is what I'm trying to get at. There's nothing more industry than hanging out with the people that control your bag. Like, you're going to look on CNBC and they're going to talk about the fucking Ethereum, but they're never going to talk about the developers, right? What's the #1 rule in crypto degen? Like, is the dev in the chat, bro? Is the dev in the chat? The dev ain't in the chat. You got to get up out of there, right? So why the fuck? That's why I'm like, yo, people are about to get all these crypto coins and the dev not even in the chat. Look at the Jenner thing. You guys are telling me Caitlyn Jenner is the dev? Like, this is going to be bad. You know, it'll last for a little bit, but this is not where it's at, you know. Or was she a Trojan horse to get everybody back to Ethereum, which is even more hilarious if that's the real case. Like, damn. ETH bros are down bad, y'all. They had to get Caitlyn Jenner to spice it up. I think they already I saw the token, but I didn't go out and try to find it. I didn't go look for it. I think Jenner is falling off right now. They got Davido. Y'all see this one? Y'all know who Davido is? Oh man, they rugging the fuck out of the Caribbean and South Africa right now. God damn. These are like international rugs now. It's like, if you know the meta, you can bring it to you can do like the Bad Bunny coin right now, and everybody that loves Bad Bunny is just gonna buy that shit. If you have the right plugin. I can't tell you to just spawn it. You need to go. You need the network, right? You don't forget that part. That's part of it. You need #5. If you ain't got no network, you know, that can broadcast some new transactions to all the nodes, it's cap for you. Cap for you. But Davido, not so cap for him, man. Everybody into this shit. I saw Trippy Red. Even Trippy Red came out with a coin and dumped it on everybody's head. Did y'all hear about this shit? Putting your trust. Look at Trippy Red. Is this it? Oh no, this is Trippy Turtle. Maybe it doesn't show up anymore. Maybe everybody stopped buying that shit. That's the only thing I don't like about Deck Screener. When people stop buying coins, it stops showing up. But yeah, Trippy Red dropped a coin too and rugged everybody. I see that. Fanfare, we got a Drake coin. Everybody gonna probably try to get behind it. But yeah, man, I mean, that's why, again, I don't know how much longer this can last. This seems to be like pure caveman vibes. Like, this has to be when they brought the fire to people. Like right now, like I was saying earlier, I don't think Prometheus got that shit first and said, I'm gonna go share it with everyone. Hell no. Hell no. Stop saying she, bruh. That's a dude. Who's a dude? I'm a dude. Jack is helping founders. Oh, Totally a dude? Wait, Totally's a girl? For real? I've never seen a photo. Or you're saying Udi is a girl? Is it Udi? Udi's a girl. I've been on Sol ecosystem for a while. This SolXEN is going to be big. What's up, Apestronaut? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. It's going to be huge in Solana because they don't have anything. And in Solana Foundation, they need a hit, man. They need a motherfucking hit. And a proof of work hit it's perfect to bring in the Bitcoiners, because that's the problem with Ethereum. On Ethereum, everyone is scared that their liquidity is leaving, and I don't like that ideology. I don't like that you got to be afraid that it can't stand the test of time. The fuck kind of shit is that? There's a lot of coins like that. They get super nervous when things start happening because they know they can't stand the test of time. But what we know about Ethereum is that it's built in and it will outlive us, because it will find a way to stand the test of time. Bitcoin did it too, right? It's over 15 years old. We said the same thing about Bitcoin. It's not going to stand the test of time, and it got an ETF, right? So that's how you save it. That's how you save a crypto. You fucking bring it to the real world. Like, it's real when it's on Coinbase, but when it's ETF, it's the real world. And yeah, that's where Ethereum's about to land. It's about to land in the real world. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying there's going to be other things that come to the real world as well. X1 chain before you fucking know it, or Solana. Who knows? Something's going to show up, and I'm going to be there with a bag full of that bullshit, because there ain't no way I'm going to miss that. You see the way the Bitcoiners are not going to miss ETF on Ethereum? Damn. Oh, Bruce Jenner lost. I'm trying to respect the Bruce, bro. I want to respect the Bruce as well, you feel me? What up, Fernando? If the price keeps dropping, let's be real, you won't need to mine. That makes no sense. What are you talking about? The process. You mean Zen or SolXEN? You gotta hit a flag on it, because one is proof of work and the other one is proof of stake. And the proof of work one you have to make. Like, if you stop making it, the person behind you would just make more, right? Like, that's why on xeNFTs, if you look at the all-time leaderboard and just go and look at all 100 people, everybody's still mining. Number 1 minute ago. Number 2, 3, or my bad. This refreshed 19 minutes ago. So here we'll see if people are still mining. But this is where I'm at with it. Like, in xeNFTs, this is where the community forked. Now there's a little bit of a community fork happening right now with SolXEN. Some of the xeNFTs didn't want to go to Solana, and it's just because they hate Solana. Like, I get it. Fuck Solana. I get it. Classic Crip versus Blood shit. You know, feel it. I like rap beef too. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. But I love innovation. That shit I ain't never gonna not try to look for. So while everybody else is yo, I'm gonna be like doing what I'm doing right now, is just playing both sides, because it's not about me. It's about what I like. It's about the industry. It's about the future. It's not about me saying that today I don't like this because of that. Like, that kind of stuff is really what holds back a lot of people from achieving amazing goals. I mean, I could go on a soapbox about that bullshit, but yeah, you should believe in yourself. You can do anything. You live in the matrix, bro. You can go break a tree right now and it changes. It sounds kind of stupid. Another one that sounds kind of stupid, but it's real, is you can go and pick a flower and bring it with you. Like, simplest things of change is what you're capable of. So imagine if you really put your mind to it. But yeah, you'll see here, these last blocks 18 minutes ago. So the top 100 is still mining, right? You got the bottom down here. See, the bottom is where I'm noticing that the miners are slow. So people are being pushed out. They're being pushed out of the top 100 because miners keep mining, right? And we don't even know who's below, because there's still some people down there mining, right? So as long as miners mine, you're gonna have to. If you stop, you're just gonna get pushed down. You'll be like this person whose last mine was 204 days ago, and they were probably a lot higher, and now they're at number 68. Here, let's see if we can find like one of the oldest ones. I think 200 and that might be one of the oldest ones though, because that's like right when it started. What are we on? 256. So let's see who mined a bunch, and now they're just like, it's like a parachute ride. They're just like, like this, just going down. Let's see where they at. I think that was the one though. I just pulled it out the hat. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, they're right here. Yeah, so number 65. And I think it was like, yeah. Yeah, so number 65 at 240. So like, let's say this person, it could have been number 1 or 240. So on day 16, they could have been number 1 XENblock miner. But now because they've not mined in over 240 days, now they're sitting, where was it at? It was like number 62. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I can't highlight it. But yeah, now they're sitting here at number 65. This one right here. Right, they have how many coins? They got 600,000. So somebody came through, mined 600,000 XENM, and then just stopped. Spent a ton of money. I mean, they got a lot of super blocks too. They were probably like CPU mining. But this is what I mean about proof of work. You see above them 171, 171, 171. So there's always going to be people that leave. The hardest thing is keeping culture, keeping community, keeping life to make those people come back, right? Like, because they already did it once, so they know how to do it. They're just waiting, which is blowing my mind. They're waiting to have a reason to come back. I mean, as a developer, that has to be an awesome experience. Like, imagine making something and people are just like, you know what, man, go and cook. You know, I'm going to come back, bro. I know you're going to cook something nice. And when I'm going to come back, you're going to be cooking. So I'll be back. Like, that shit is blowing my mind. Like, how much respect does Jack Levin really have? Because if I did some shit like that, it would go to 0. No one would come back. That's why it's hard. It's a disbelief thing to think about. It's like, damn, people are really going to come back to Zen. That's crazy, you know? And it's like, yo, if you do have the Zen right now, you've got the alpha. So like, why would you keep holding it? Because the only way it can turn around, I mean, the only way you could get messed up on Zen right now, if you were selling your mints, because you were, again, someone who believed in it and you wanted to hold it because you thought the pump was coming. I would say take your profits, you know, if you're in profit. You should still be in profit. I think my Zen mints are still in profit from April. They're just now getting to a level where it's like, oh, okay. I spent this much and now only got this much, you know. But majority of my Zen mints are in profit still. And that's why, again, it's like, oh, take the hard pill, just whatever about it. Know that it's awesome that people say they're gonna come back and buy it. Like, that's the craziest thing on earth. Like, I've never heard anyone say that about a crypto. The only other cryptos I've heard that about is like maybe Ethereum or Bitcoin. When they were at their lows, people were saying, oh, I'll just come back and buy it later. So it's hard. Like, that's why it's like, yo, it's really hard to find cryptos where people will come back and buy it later. I mean, Tron might be another one of those. Like, everything is one of those. That's what's so crazy. Like, everything is a come back and buy it later. But the shitcoin that you make. Right? So you really want to be in a camp where people are saying that shit. I'm going to come back and buy it later. I bet they were saying that here in the Solana community. And all of the real people in Solana bought right here. So they have a really good community. This is the same thing that's going to happen to Zen. At some point, Zen will have a community and everybody will come back and pick up the coins. And it'll just go do. And then the next leg up will be proving that it's worth a damn. That's why, again, I think solXEN is very bullish for Solana because it proves that Solana might be kind of cool. Where, like, if they really focus on priority fees or focus on getting developers to have cleaner code for the user experience sake, you know, they could start articulating some really cool dApps in a really cool system state, and more people would join the validators. Now, I've heard someone say, like, oh, Solana is not decentralized. And you know what's really crazy is, like, no chain is decentralized anymore. Like, blockchains used to be really, really decentralized. But I would say X1 is more decentralized than anything because the people securing it, like, they're from the internet, and their goal is to secure the chain. Now, do those people believe in the X1 world? I think they do, because again, it's changing hands, and every so often new people show up. So like, yeah, you see like this one. This is the account I was talking about. They mined all their coins days after it started. They used a CPU and they mined all of these coins. So now in XENblocks, all the CPU miners are being flushed out the top 100. They have to come back and start mining again, but it's more expensive now because the difficulty's higher, one, and then two, you need to buy hardware. So if you don't have GPUs, your situations is a lot different. So I think that's why those accounts are like flowing down. But you see, like they had an upper hand. When XENblocks started, I did not know anything about the command line. And I slowly but surely taught myself and got mining, but I didn't know anything about the command line. There was people gassing the whole experiment. Like I had no clue what was going on. The only thing I knew was we're making coins with our computer, and I love the proof of work vibe. You make the coins, they show up, they're yours. No one can take them from you. No one can come and say those hashes are mine. And especially if you're building a network. Now in Solana, those hashes are Solana's. Again, that's why I like X1 chain. I know for a fact I am securing the network, so those hashes are mine. I could do the same thing in Bitcoin, on Ethereum, everywhere else. But yeah, X1 chain is just going to have something special to me, I guess. But yeah, Solana, we hear, I would say, again, don't pay attention to the price chart. Just go and mine. And yeah, on ETH, I'll pull this up one more time. Zen on ETH, I said this last week, but yeah, it needs to wash to 7 zeros and an 8. If you get this thing called Zenmon, you can get the calculator. So like even right now, it makes no sense for people to sell their Zen, but they don't give a fuck about our ideology. Like they don't care that in the Zen ideology, you sell and profit, right? Like they're like, yo, fuck it, I'm getting every single penny I can while I can. And you know what's crazy also is that was the original idea fed to a lot of people, like sell it down. Some of us got this like, yo, this can be something big. Let's build community. And then some people got we selling this down every day, But at the end of the day, I don't know who won or who lost. Who's the winner? Who's the loser? None of us know. So yeah, right now, if you want to make 1 day's worth of Zen with 128 VMUs, you're getting 4 million Zen on Ethereum, valued at $89. Right now to start with, this is crazy. Well, it's because it's 128 VMUs, so it's 128 slots that you can fill in an Ethereum block. So this has 128 VMUs to produce Zen, right? So since you're paying for 128 slots, you have to pay the full price of the block. And right now that is $2,000, or that's $1.5 thousand on Ethereum. That's 17 Gwei. So you can make 4 million Zen at $89 for 1.5 thousand. This shit don't make no sense. That's why I can't believe people didn't want to take Zen to a daily opportunity. But whatever, maybe that's why my thought is yo, I'm too far in the future. Like we can't get here yet. But at least I got the sauce. It'll be 2028. I'll be developing all these cool little dApps for Zen because I understand how it works. Like even down to the 10-day, right? You just multiply that up, right? $10 basically, because it's still the same price, it's the same Gwei. In order for this to make sense, you would need this to get back to 3. Well, not even, I mean, yeah, the only thing that would make sense, to be honest, in Zen is max term. Because then if you max term, you're getting billions, right? And you might be able to hedge the price. So yeah, even if you could put in a max right now at this price level, like that's what I mean. Like, yo, Zen is squeezing. Here's the hopium again. Fire in. Zen is so squeezed, but you just can't trust these people. Like there's just so many people that are untrustable that you can't believe in, and they don't trust Jack, so that's even worse, right? Like they're coming to they come into Solana now, to siphon Solana, because they hate Jack so much. I'm like, damn, you almost don't want to be associated with Jack. You almost want to make something in the background. So it's like, yo, we know Jack Levin, but this ain't a Jack project. Like, don't come over here trying to siphon the fucking Ethereum or the Solana out because like we got attention, right? Like it's like the attention that we've received in Zen. It almost is like the unwanted attention that you get. It's like, yo, maybe this isn't the attention we really wanted, at least for me. So yeah, that's why, yo, when I do something, y'all gonna know about it. I don't know if it's gonna follow Jack Levin though. That'd be hilarious. I ain't gonna let Jack in the project. That man bad juju. I hear Solana ETF in the works. It only makes sense. They're only gonna ETF layer ones. They're not gonna like ETF like bonk. They'd ETF Solana. And then that's what my theory is. If you go to market cap, the idea is humans are supposed to hold the network coin. Like it's like being on AT&T. Like you don't hold the node to an AT&T server. You hold a cell phone number that's attached to it. You pay maybe almost $85 a month, possibly. Maybe you got Cricket or Simple Mobile and you pay $25 a month, but your calls fucking drop all the time. Right? I used to work in cell phones, so I know everything about a motherfucking cell phone. And yeah, so like these companies in crypto are based on network, and now network is moving into transactions per second, which is like bandwidth. Like there was a moment in time where you only followed like, does that company have enough bandwidth? And it's like Steve Jobs choosing Singular. He chose Singular for the iPhone because they had enough bandwidth and less users. And that was a good network for like what they wanted the experience to be on iPhone. So it came out on Singular first, and it was only on Singular, right? And then AT&T bought Singular because they couldn't get the iPhone. I still love that story. It's just like AT&T could not get the iPhone, so they bought Singular, right? And then you see the iPhone start to come out like on Verizon, Sprint. They started to use the iPhone as like a way to launch products, launch T-Mobile. Like we've been here before. We've seen this fucking thing, right? I'm seeing it in RPC land. Like in moving to Solana and learning that it's not that the chain sucks, it's that the users are cavemen. They're running in with fucking wooden bats and torches, and their transactions are failing because they're not on the right RPC, or they don't want to join the community to learn like, oh, if you just do these things, you would have a better experience, right? So that shit cracks me up. I'm like, yo, Solana is hilarious because the monopoly on this is crazy. No one really cares about the RPC game in BNB. If so, we would have seen more people gaming Zen with that, because it's like a learning curve thing in tech. Like people have to learn that there's a way to game the system, right? Like right now, if I could get free cell phone, fucking I would. If I could figure it out, bro. If I could figure out the learning curve to get some free cell phone, let's do it. Like I'm paying also like $85 a month for a connection to a node, right? Like why isn't that down to myself? Like why aren't I holding coins or a stock in Verizon and they do the work and provide me with service? Like why am I paying for the service that gives me no work? Right? Like my phone is just on. I mean, I guess I got Verizon working in the living room. I guess I'm on Verizon internet right now. Let me stop. This is where the work is, but still, this shit is expensive, bro. Right? And you're gonna have to pay for reliability. So I see the same thing happening in Ethereum. I see the same thing happening in X1 chain. Like I think X1 is gonna come out as a cluster, and you'll see RPCs behind it as well, because they'll see, damn, this is a cluster people want to use, and they're coming and getting our RPCs. We need to support them, right? So like that's kind of like where I'm at with the cryptos. These will become extremely expensive, and they are focused on layer one because that is the company, and they're gonna make you buy the layer one in fractions to support yourself. So it's like you need to figure out what layer one you want, because it's not about the coins below it, you know? solXEN is an awesome addition because you can almost think that this is an honorary board member now in Solana. How many other developers have you seen enter Solana and start talking to the CEO, bashing the CEO and talking at the same time, you know, leveling up each other? I think that right there is speaks numbers and why we still see this going up. Like I'm talking and the hashing is still hashing. Right? Supply is heading up. Hashes are hashing in. Actually, I need to jump off of this so I can keep hashing because my hashes aren't, I can't hash while I'm streaming because it just like my computer just can't handle it. Yo, what up, Sixer? What it do? Hollow Helium. Yo, Helium got it right. In the end, you don't care who wins or loses because you have almost nothing in this. I guess so. I think that's the way you want it, though. That's how you become clear. When you overinvest in something, or if you're oversaturated in the discovery, I think that's a test of time to step back and ask oneself, is this where I want? Is this what I wanted? Or is this not what I wanted? And if you can not lie to yourself, then you'll find what you're looking for. But I don't think anybody should feel like they've overinvested themselves into Zen. If you did that, then that's why, again, I would say, even myself, like saying like, yo, I quit a job to see what's behind door number 3, and it just ended up being Pepe's, right? I had to still take responsibility in the idea that like, damn, I really felt that. Like, I really came to a point in my experience, my journey, where I was like, yo, I think I can do the next thing. And you know how long I've been waiting for that? Like that feeling. It's been a while. Like, I've been trying to quit corporate to be a DJ forever. But crypto, Zen, helped me inspire myself enough to do that, you know? And that's kind of, again, from a place of someone who was that into it to right now. That's why I mine solXEN, because I realized that the puck is fucking moving. The ball is moving. The energy is moving. And it has to move. If it doesn't move, that's not the future. The future is not going to stand still. Right? The future is going to come directly at you. And that's why it's fucking crazy to realize that, yeah, people are really going to wait for X1 chain. There's nothing we could do about it. Unless you got a time machine. Right? And then they're still going to dump it all. Like, they're going to dump all the XN. Right? They're going to wait for the cosigns. And then what makes me even more like, about it is that means that VCs are necessary. And hanging out with people, or like, what do you call it? VCs are so necessary that like our ideology is super dead. Like, like if anyone shilling self-custody that doesn't hold Bitcoin, like, they really don't know what's going on here. Or some sort of proof of work, which, I mean, nobody really wants. Like, nobody wants a proof of work coin. Where is it at? Let's see. Proof of work. Damn, see, it isn't even showing you no categories. There ain't even no categories of the proof of work. But yeah, nobody cares about proof of work. No one cares about your ideology. So you got to make sure that you stand for something or fall for nothing. And I think that standing on positivity, that Zen is doing what it needs to do, is the only way. Right? So I got skin in the game, DHland. I just don't have risk. I limited my risk back in May when I realized I can't trust anybody. And I just keep lowering my risk every single time. When I got right here, though, I thought I could trust y'all, but y'all just proved it. This one went really fast. No, this is about, yeah, never mind. This is about a month, 6 months. Huh, that's interesting. So 6 months between here and here, and then 6 months between here and here. That's interesting. hopium. You can do whatever you want, man. Believe in whatever you want. I'm just happy I sold my DXN at $2. I knew they were trying to keep me to keep my shit. I felt it. I was like, why am I going to keep it though? The Q doesn't even help. It doesn't burn Zen one, and then it doesn't help put more Ethereum in the lobby. It's like, yeah, I might not. But what's funny is I bought Zen, and then this is before, obviously, right now, where I'm like, wow, people really don't care. So I'm like, okay, well, I got this Zen. And now I'm here where now I know no one cares, right? No one cares. Where is the tribe? Where is the tribe of people who actually care? It seems to be in Potato Vampire. They trying to take us down, but we keep coming back. You can't take us down. All right. See, Potato Vampire pumped really hard because we're getting ready to do an airdrop. So everybody that had the top 100. The top 100 holders is going to get a cool little potato in its own career, you know, and just having fun, you know, getting a little Potato Vampire. But then solXEN had a little hiccup, and now they're trying to sell it off. But little do they know, this is a real Zenian camp, right? This one, unfortunately, you might not be able to buy down here again unless someone from the camp quits. And if so, who cares, right? But if not, there's a lot of opportunity with Potato Vampire because, again, it's community culture. This is a pop culture Solana coin of the Zen world. And it's made by Tree City West from a pump.fun experiment. And, again, if you were in my help desk, my friend Slack came through and dropped some knowledge and told me about pump.fun. And it's a very close family as well, I would say, to the root of crypto, like pump.fun. They're retardios and my ladies, which means that's the new era. That is the new era. That pump.fun shit is that's gonna keep going. That ain't stopping anytime soon. There's a lot of people behind it, again, that have been waiting for this moment. So the fact that we made it out of pump.fun got some of those guys looking at it too, because they're like, oh, we know that whoever got those coins, that's the core, right? So we got a little $2 sell here, but nah, it's going up. It's going up. Somebody replaced you already. Oh, no, this person sold $2 to buy back. It must be a bot. There must be a bot here botting. But you see the Potato Vampire got 32 rockets. No flags. Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I wanted it. I will prove it. I will hit it. I will quit. It will go on all lifetime for vacation. Loyalty and real connection isn't moving as long as there is no reason. Is the code in Zen changed? I don't hear about this. Is fair principles changed? I don't hear about this. If we meet, I will keep in love. I will keep you in a lovely headlock. LOL. Nah. Dioslan, you're one of the realest Zenians. You believe in this. And as you should still believe in this. I still believe in this. Like, Jack once said, this is our baby. And I said, no, you're the baby daddy. I'm a stepdad. So if you feel like you're the baby daddy of Zen, stay true. Because, again, look at the RSI, bro. Like, the RSI says it all. Like, everybody that is trifling, they know it. That's why they're keeping it tight on the way down. Me, I'm not rage quitting. Of course, I don't have enough to rage quit. You need like 20 billion to like really fuck some shit up. And even at that, you need continuous 20 billions. So as the price goes lower, people can start. This is another game theory, another piece of hopium. Every time the price goes lower in Zen, that opens the floor up for someone new to consume. So if you got a bunch of Zen up here, but now you're at 0 and the price goes down further than where you were at 0, and you still didn't pick up where you were up here, you got to do it down here. Same with the buyers. Like, you got to keep picking it up as it goes down, or you're going to get outran. I don't like this game. This is just basically proof of work, but on the DEX, and you have to buy it. Like, fuck that. Like, I'd rather just run the miner and just no tax involved, you know? Every time you run a transaction, it's just a tactical event, you know? So fuck all that, you know? But essentially, yeah, like if you're a top holder up here and you don't sell and repurchase as it goes down, like you have to keep buying, or the floor is open. Like those that you said you could trust, now they're giving their coins away to other people, and new people are coming in that you're hoping you can trust. But I think this floor needs to get bigger though, bro. This floor needs to get way bigger. We need to go where we thought we were going. Because if we can get to these levels, we know for a fact, like we can go a different way. Because that fucks everybody up from right here, from these 5 zeros and a 6, or 5 zeros and 6 zeros. We go to 7.5, so 7 zeros and a 54. That's 99% from the local high, like where we want to be. Like, this is where we want to be. We want to be at 5 zeros and a 10. But since we are not heading that direction, it's more likely we're heading towards 7 zeros and a 54. And that's because people are just going to keep selling. Like, you can't trust your neighbor. So, Solana, I don't know what your game plan is, bro. But I don't think you should trust everybody. And I think you should run the way that I'm trying to do it. Like, again, I don't know what you're doing. What I'm doing is I'm going to wait for everybody to stop selling. I'm going to pick it up off the ground, because I've never seen so many people say that. I'm going to come back. I'm like, wow, you guys are literally telling us you're going to come back. Like, yeah, I should honestly come back too then. I can't miss out. The Zen is in the mindset, and I got hella XENblocks. Like, how am I going to miss the pump? I could actually probably go on vacation and not miss the pump with how many XENblocks I got. Like, you know? And again, and how many Zen mints I have. I have so many Zen mints coming in the future that I can't miss the pump, because it's not like it's going to stop pumping before it gets to my mint. Right? But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. You got this. You are the Zen Lord. Tell the BitConnect guy to hurry up and dump. I don't even know how. We're probably never gonna. Zen will never lose the beginning influencers. They have the most Zen. Right? The influencers of 22. Think of those as like the Mount Gox coins of Zen. The influencer coins from 22, 23. Those are the Mount Gox coins of Zen. And that shit's going to take a long time to get rid of. And that's why I feel like we pivoted to XENblocks, because that was the only way to save the network. Or if they really wanted to do it. That's why, again, I think this is all coming up organically. I think they really did make Zen with input from community members of one of the best communities, or influencer inputs from the best community leaders. Like, you had Craig and Trey and ET, you had Buck, right? You had all these people telling Jack how to build Zen to make it profitable. That part still blows my mind too. It's like, damn, like, have you ever seen like the beginning of Zen? KG has like a really good image of this. Shout outs for the 5. I believe you don't care. Cheat on me, bruh. I'm coming for you. Zen crypto mother loves like no other. Hey, I mean, I'm staying Zen. You know what I'm saying? We Zen out here. We just laughing at the plebs. This happened when I was into Hex as well. Because when I was in Hex in the beginning, everybody was dumping Hex at Big Payday. And like none of us really knew why. Right? Like, unless you were really, really, really in Hex, which was like you understood how it works. So you know what I mean? Like think of it like this too. Zen has low-key installed into everybody's little puny brain how it should be. Like, what are the principles? Right? So now no one.
Early adoption amplifier.
Pause, bro. But it's teaching everybody like what they need, or it gave everybody the tool set. So now you know how to release a fair coin. You know what it takes to build a community. You got all this stuff, and like that's the direction it's heading. But like again, it used all of the input from everybody and again, this is 2021 to 2022. Everything that everybody that was at the crust of whatever Hex was crazy, right? We didn't see those type of gains since Sheeb, and all Sheeb did was airdrop the coins to Vitalik for advertisement. Hex like had to do a shit ton of stuff to build community. They had to do a tour, like they did a tour around America and stuff. That community went crazy, but also it was a lot of real estate people, so they knew what the fuck they were doing. Again, it's crypto mixed with this idea of selling products, right? The MLMs, the multi-level marketers, that was crazy big in Hex. So they knew how to build something that would fucking roar. But in their pockets, everybody else is just trying to figure it out. But I think this is like the Adam and Eve story. When you think of Zen after the fact, black is actually a really good color for Zen because it's neutral. It's not really there. I mean, I guess it's kind of white too. It's black and white, as in whatever. But yeah, it took all those ideas that those people gave and it produced something that looked real, looked like this was a legit project that somebody thought out. But this right here, this is KG and Jack Levin talking about this on September 18th, 2022. So this is a month before Zen launched. So people had the ability to use testnet, but you had to be in it, like inside the Pulse chain community to get to this, right? So if you're, and that's why, again, I don't know what the fuck and how this happened, but it happened, right? He ended up in this world where people wanted to use dApps. They wanted to bring value to the chain that they're building, right? The guy who made the chain has 90% of the coins, but all these people finally have an opportunity because no one's developed it this way. No one's done a sacrifice or send your coins to a wallet address and we're going to launch a blockchain. Some have, but none have done it like Richard Hart, right? You're going to get free copies. Go use the testnet with your free copies, right? So what's funny, again, you look at this right here. This is the very first Zen app. When you look at it, it has mint and stake, right? So Zen, again, it was created off the idea that people wanted coins. They wanted new coins, fairly launched, no VCs, no extra shit, the shit that we want, the fair principles of crypto. But then they said, hey, maybe we want more of these, let's bring in some DeFi. So they brought in the stake. And I think that's how the xeNFT came about, because when it happened with the stake, it showed that people wanted to create more Zen. Like Jack just brought this idea, like, yo, you can make some using days, and an amp. But then everybody said, no, we want more of this. Maybe people will like this. Maybe people will want more as well. The advanced people, right? So this is why, again, I think Zen flew off the shelves with the coin tools. That's why it was important to teach people how to do the coin tools once Zen dropped, because that's what really enabled the noobs to mass adopt, right? You brought it to one terminal, and then we all know that like coin tools is ripping it. They made a ton of crypto after that. They installed so many different cryptos after Zen crypto popped up. I remember using coin tools like in 2019. There wasn't shit going on over there. Man, they got a whole life out of the Zen world, right? But again, that idea of making more came from the people who helped Jack think of Zen, So of course, like, again, fast forward to the future. solXEN is a collaboration of a bunch of people who think it should be this way. Jack came up with the idea with the hashing algorithm and then brought it to the community. The community tuned it to work how we thought the user experience should be. It might not have a ton of people, but it has just enough to make some noise, right? We're seeing this now within, so we can go to Compass. So on Solana Compass, we're able to see data on Solana. Solana makes so much sense now. I did not understand it in the beginning, but they really did build a blockchain, so I can't even hate on them. And they built a smart blockchain. They didn't approach it with like EVM clone. Like they approached it with better TPS. And I mean, that's real. That's some real shit. But what we see here is the takeover of priority fees. Like I wish if you could have saw this beforehand, there wasn't many priority fees. The priority fee concept was closer, but now, like, because of the Zenians mining, this has changed priority fees, because now we're really putting in the CU to make sure that they hit. So what we see here though is the average block is getting is taking a dip because of how much pressure is on the chain. So that's why I'm saying, yo, Solana is looking really good. There's another one too. What is it? Solana.fm. Okay. So yeah, Solana is seeing an impact right now. It's not like something where the chain goes down, but their TPS is going down. Oh, I need the one where I can see all the way through. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Maybe you can see it on SolScan. Please send links, bruh. Put this on ZenTalk. Yo. Make sure you check out Deutschland. That's a real deal. Darn it. I can't find it. I cannot find it. Jack posted about it though. So yeah, like wherever this is, I forgot. But yeah, this is like the TPS is dropped significantly because of SolXEN hitting the chain and front running everyone else. So now the chain is becoming more congested, trying to, you know, articulate this new behavior. And that's kind of why it's kind of interesting, because it's working. Now the TPS is slowing down, but luckily not a lot of people need to use Solana. So this does prove though that Solana does have some work to do where they can make their chain a little bit better. One, user face wise, maybe they want to like make RPCs better, but that's on them. I think there's a whole world of RPC in general. Who's to even say that X1 chain won't be the same way, where you need to run a node to get the best experience, right? You need to run the node. If not, you need to know someone who has a node, or you would need to go to something like a quick node and buy faster connection, right? Like a cell phone, you need to go and buy some connection because you're working on a channel that everybody is on. Right, like the only reason your transactions are failing is because you don't have the right RPC. That's it. Right, so that's why, again, I don't know if that's I think that might be the plan. If that's the plan, maybe picking up some of these RPC coins are smart as well, because like I don't know if they have one. Here, let's see. If that might be the real meta, you know, pick up a bunch of RPC coins before people find out like this is the only way they can access chains. But yeah, quick node, $50. $50 a month. Can you pay in crypto? Another is 420. 69, 420. Oh, I don't want to see. But yeah, man, I mean, like, you get the point of it. Like Solana it works. It works totally fine. The main problem is that it has to understand its congestion, and it has not had anything to do it. Right? Look at Ethereum. We worked Ethereum so hard that it needs an ETF. Like, even I know it needs an ETF in order for it to go up. Zen worked it so hard, bro. Like, and that's why I'm like, yo, don't let people switch to Zen, which they would never, because we don't have enough advertisement for that or brain power. But that would be the awesome thing. It would be like, yo, take back Ethereum and make more Zen with your ETH, but we don't have enough Ethereum, Trojan horses to make that happen. So it's never going to happen. We're really relying on X1 chain so that people use Zen as an exit portal to get up out of here. I wish it wasn't that way, but yeah, that's what you would need. You would need like a Vitalik to jump on board with Zen now with no X1 chain for it to go up, because then it would have Vitalik support that it's a good project. But why would Vitalik support a project? Like, why would Vitalik only supports shit that pumps his bags? So there's no reason for him to talk about Zen. But you will clear that much. But you will clear that much API in days. API in 2 days. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's what they do. Like, there's another one. So this is one. Then there's Anchor. I never really looked at the prices of these nodes, but I do like Anchor, because Anchor, you just need to hold the coin. So and then like that's kind of why I liked Anchor on BNB. On BNB, we found out if you held Anchor coin, you could do 1 gas fee, or like 1 gwei. And then now it's even funner, where like if you know someone with a node, you can get free gas. You can get free gas. Yeah, this is where Web3 is, though. Web3 is not gonna be a fucking photo. It's gonna be connecting developers and apps to the world of blockchain. Like, this is real Web3 for sure. For sure. Because even if you want to make an app, dude, if you're making apps and you're not familiar with this stuff, like, your shit is going to die because you don't have the right node. You don't get the right RPC, But yeah, Anchor has one. Here, let's see. But see, this is trash. We have some planned maintenance coming this Monday. So you see, like, that's the thing. If you buy these RPCs too, you're like a slave to like their network. And another reason why infrastructure is gonna rule in crypto, because people will always buy RPCs because it's the internet. Like, you might not know how to mine the coin, but your ass gonna buy the RPC. That's for damn sure. Damn, 10,000 requests for 1 cent. Yeah, man. X1 chain's gonna be banging. If you're not trying to run a node, you're tripping. You're gonna be able to get free transactions if you're running a node on X1 chain, and probably give them away to people too. That's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, not all transactions will be free, but you'd be able to really finesse the RPC, where everybody else's transactions are failing, but like my node is over there. I can just go straight to it and use its RPC, open up the port and then use its RPC in my Phantom wallet or whatever X1 has. And then now my internet for the wallet is way faster than everybody else's because it's pinging my node. It's not pinging the overall idea. So this is what I've learned. This is why I'm hyped. I don't know why people are not mining SolXEN. I say jump in. The guide is below. It's about 1 billion SolXEN being made a day right now. About 1.5 billion. So definitely go get you some. Don't buy it off of the DEX unless you're ready to get wrecked. That's the only way to buy it off the DEX, if you're ready to get wrecked. But yeah, man, that's all I got, yo. Yeah, that's about it. Zen is fucking fried. SolXEN is getting dumped right now by people who spent more. There's no way anyone is making money right now. Like $1 for 100,000 SolXEN, you can make 100,000 SolXEN with like 2 cents if you mine it. So like, why don't buy it? Don't buy this shit. That's why people are selling it, because they can make it for like 2 cents. But you see what I mean? The market's going to start on its own. You got these people who are making it for like a couple cents, and they're selling it for $1 because it's Solana. It's not Ethereum. You can actually sell things for cents on the dollar. And they're going to keep doing this and antagonizing people that try to buy to see if they're buying a bottom. Right? And then you guys are naturally going to start the market. The first person to come in and really buy solXEN is going to send it. And then miners will come and sell it because they already got the coins. And we're just waiting for the balance. Me, I'm mining. I'm going to hold on to mines for a little bit. I might sell a few just to get some Solana to mine with. But now you can't. Now you can't at 2 cents. Oh, you can't get them for 2 cents, you don't think? Well, I guess I have been running. All right, we'll look at one more thing on the Solana side. Because I did run for a little bit and I just stopped it. Hold the fuck up. A 30,000 priority fee equals 1 cent. You don't get 100K in 2 transactions. Oh wow. Yeah, I was noticing that because I had turned up my Solana miner. I had turned it up. So I just turned it off before I started streaming, and I think I moved all my coins already. Okay, I already moved them all. It's whatever. Let's grab one of these addresses. Sorry, Satoshi Overload. I can't look at the beef flaps. I don't even know who the fuck those are. Who is the beef flaps? You gotta tell me. Oh, I did have some souls in it here. Maybe this is a yes. This is it. We gotta figure it out. So here's one. And it found 420. And it cost 0.3 cents. But I think when you find it once, it's 290. Yeah, so because the amp is gone down now. So everybody who was mining in the beginning, they got inflation. Now every mine has less and less and less. Miner 420 hash plus amp equals solXEN. Amp starts at 300 and reduces by 1 every 3,000. I guess it is something that they didn't really do here. It's like it's based on every block. So I guess 100,000 blocks. I guess one solXEN will get you 216. I don't even know that one, man. We need Sinzu and them to really get in depth with the way the Solana solXEN supply is for the hash heads who like we're just hashing, you know. We're not really caring too much about the supply. We just know you need to get it before the amp goes down. But yeah, I do think it's like roughly around 290 per hash. So that would mean that, I mean, that would still mean that you can get, no, I don't know, bro. It sounds like you can still do it. It's just less than a penny. So let's see. I'm over here trying to do the math. I'm trying to do the myth. Might not be possible though. 283 divided by, let's say, 296. You need 825. You need 800 hashes. Which would mean you would have to spend $2. Yeah, so this is actually right. Oh shit. Damn, you would. Damn, you're right. Yeah, you would need to spend $2 in hashing right now to make this much right now. And then when the amp drops again, so it's really, really based off of the amp. Because the amp is producing how much SolXEN you get. So like, let's say like when the amp gets now I'm seeing it. So that's what they're trying to, I guess that's what they're trying to tell us here. 420 times amp equals SolXEN. So you just get the 420 and then the amp and then you get SolXEN for it. So like, so then it should follow the amp. Like we should have been getting 300 SolXEN per 420 in the beginning. Every 420 hash, you should have gotten 300. So now every time the amp goes down, it's in your face that it's going to be, you're hashing at 297 per hash, right? So then you need to get that divided by how much people are selling it for, because that is where they're trying to find their math. So right now it is like this, like it is around this price to mine this much. And then in the future, it'll be a lot more expensive because you're getting less coins mined. And if there's more demand than the coins that are being mined, then it's going to, turn around. So yeah, that's right, dude. Damn, Chris is on it. This is going to happen faster than we think it's going to happen. That's probably what's going to do, or that's probably why it doesn't really matter that not everybody is mining right now, because if everybody caught on, it would create more coins. So the longer that people don't mine and the amp can go down, it's like locking in our tokens. It's almost like we want to shut the fuck up and allow people to learn the learning curve so that this gets to like 150. And then you're like, yo, you should mine this because there's way less coins, but the market would already have started. Wow, that's a good find. That's a good way to end this one. Shout out to everyone that's viewing. It's a cow with wings. Like a Red Bull. But yo, shout out to everybody that's still here in the Zen world. We gonna make it. Don't give up. If you need a vent, just go into Jack Levin's comments and just call him loser. No, I'm just kidding. It is what it is. Personally, as someone who thinks that Zen is one of the foundational steps into the future of crypto, this is stuff that's going to happen. And until you separate yourself from the price chart and get into the mindset, it could feel like there's nothing there. But to be honest, that is what you want to feed on. That is the energy that's going to help you discover whatever you're looking for. That's one of my favorite things about just being able to survive a day, right? It's like, yo, every day you're going to try to find yourself more. You're going to go out, you're going to try to find a little bit more about yourself. You're going to try to find it. That's happening in crypto every day, that quantum relationship. So definitely have it with your favorite crypto. If it's real, it should be there in the morning. If it's not, it'll probably be even worse than a 2-year rug. Peace.